Welcome everybody to
No, let me do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Just Two Boys. Hey man, first off, yesterday was actually JASMEET's birthday, and I wanted to.
It's so funny when you call me JASMEET.
What?
You called me Jus, so like
I call you Just, Juice, and JASMEET.
Yeah, but on the podcast, you only call me JASMEET on the podcast.
Yeah, why is that?
Interesting. I picked up on that.
Maybe because I respect you as a co-host.
Wow, you respecting me?
Nah, fuck you.
What did I tell you?
Anyways, man,
What did
happy
I tell you?
birthday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. What do you?
Whoa, that's actually way bigger than I thought it was.
Right? My girlfriend. I don't know why she's tripping, man.
No, she should not be tripping
Yeah,
at all.
look at
That's like
this.
that would hurt her.
Anyways,
That doesn't hurt her.
You'd be surprised.
You don't get up into her lung cavity with that.
No, I'm not no dog, let me tell you. But I
Jeez.
just wanted to show you because I think it's about time I showed you my penis for your birthday.
I'm just very surprised I haven't seen your penis yet.
Hey,
And
thanks, man.
hey, it's also smooth. Can I take a touch?
Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, Yeah, very.
That's smooth. What do you moisturize it?
Yeah, coconut oil all the time.
All the time.
Coconut and argan oil. I know you're supposed to use it for your face, but I use it mostly for.
Wow.
Mhm.
I mean, I can really tell how much time and
thanks,
effort.
man.
you put into
Anyways,
your
man,
penis.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Zip.
Wow. That was a great. That was probably the third best present I've ever got in my life.
That was probably the worst comedy bit I ever done in my entire life. I know after your birthday, we finished Stranger Things.
Yeah, you know what? So it was this was the day after my birthday. It was a Sunday, and we were like, "Yo, we've been doing stuff every single day.
We have been
Literally, even weekends we've been working." And so I was like, "Yo, it's the day after my birthday. Let's just relax." Me and Wahlid, we're together. You know, we haven't spent time together watching Netflix.
We haven't just binged, and it's like sometimes it's so nice, especially with this guy, because we're always like doing bits back and forth, just to turn off.
Just to turn, like we literally turned off. We said, "Hey, no bits. Let's not talk in a single bit."
Yeah.
We turn on Stranger Things because we're like, "What's the hype? Let's do a little Netflix binge."
I've watched season 1.
I watched season 1 too.
It's good.
I watched season 1. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It was good.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
I get the appeal. First of all, let's start off with that. Stranger Things, I get it. It's great.
The
child actors are great.
They're talented. The most talented actors I've
super talented
ever seen in my life.
Very talented. So not knocking on any of the kids. So don't come at me with like, "Oh man, you're gonna break the kids' hearts if they see this shit one day." If any of you are watching this right now, you are very talented, and I wish and deserve all the best.
And even the other actors on the show, they're all talented.
Everybody's talented.
Yeah.
It's a great lineup. Okay, the show, the nostalgia factor, I get it.
I love it.
The Stranger Things theme song is one of the most beautiful theme songs I've ever seen to any show, period.
Yeah.
Incredible.
100%.
It gives it's crazy how they're able to take HD, new age, digital millennium, 4K viewing processing center, sponsored by Samsung, quality, but also create an 80s aesthetic. I think that's dope. I love it. So I think that's great. This 80s aesthetic is great. And they're nailing the 80s.
Yeah.
Listen.
There's a few things off.
Let me talk a bit because I'm from the 80s, actually.
When were you born?
November 89. So I've lived a full 2 whole months in the 80s. And
wow.
From my personal experience, all the
80s,
memories,
man.
Shut up. All the memories and all of the experiences I've had in the 80s, it's so accurate. And I'm like, I get it because I'm from the 80s and I've lived it. You know, like I know you guys, some of you guys here in this room might not have lived it. I have lived it.
Wow, I'm sure it must have been a crazy time, man.
Yeah, so coming from personal experience, they've nailed the aesthetic. Good job. I would know. I was there.
But the show, it wasn't that good. Season 2 was...
we didn't even finish season 2. Let's just go with season 1. Here's the problem with season 1. Season 1 was great.
Yeah.
By the 3rd episode, I was like, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so... I said, in order for this to be a good show, there has to be some sort of twist, something crazy, a series of crazy events that I'll be like, oh shit, this is crazy. I get it, it's a great show. But I was like, by the 3rd episode, I'm like, this is what's going to happen. And then that's exactly what happened. And there's this one like punk episode.
That was the season 1.
Yeah,
it was very predictable, but good show. Season 2.
Like that punk episode, man. What the fuck?
Yo, all right, the punk episode.
The punk episode, man. It was just
so stupid.
It was just.
You know what?
It felt like Heroes. Remember Heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like Heroes. It felt like Heroes. It felt like a really bad Marvel movie. First of all, I'm not even a big fan.
Not
of
a Marvel movie. DC.
Whatever. I'm not a fan of any like a lot of superhero movies.
It felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like that when Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Where I don't know if you guys seen it. If you guys, the movie came out like a year ago. You fucking better have seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Where.
I actually haven't seen it.
Good. Because there's this one.
Please don't spoil it.
I will spoil it. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
What if I want to watch Batman versus Superman?
Sorry.
On a hot day.
If you want to watch Batman versus Superman, the next 30 seconds, just skip ahead.
My God, you're going to ruin that hour and 40 minutes of bliss that I'm going to have.
So Batman has a kryptonite staff. He has Superman like pinned down. And the reason why he stops like from killing him is because both of their mom's name is Martha.
That was the plot twist.
That was the twist.
And then they were like,
he was basically like, "Oh, your mom's name Martha? Yeah, my mom's name Martha."
It's not the same. Wait, it's not the same woman though.
No, there's different like.
So it's just because it was like
the same name.
Just because like, oh shit, your mom's Martha too. Yeah, mine too. And that was
like, hey, we shouldn't fight.
That was the reason. Okay, so Stranger Things season 2 there's a lot of those exact moments, and the seventh I think it's episode 7 was like. I felt bad for the girl that plays 11 because I'm like, yo, this girl's a good actor. And she had to go. And, not even that. There was an Indian girl who was like the number one character in that episode.
Yeah.
It was like a South Indian girl. And they gave her the word. She's like, go be bad. I'm not going to be bad. I'm 11. And it was like the whole episode was based off of her morality shifting from like super negative and then being like, just to tell the viewer like, oh, don't worry, she's not evil. Here's why. We're going to make her hang out with super evil people. And then she's going to be like, oh, no, that's not me. I have a good heart. I don't want to hurt a bad person, even though you hurted my mom. What am I doing? Oh, no. And then she went straight back to the thing. So you could have literally skipped that episode and you would not even know. You'd be like, oh, 11's been here the entire time.
I hope people don't dislike this video, man.
Why? Because we talked bad about Stranger Things?
Yeah. People love that show religiously, and I understand why.
No, you know what? I hope people dislike this shit. Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Yo, listen, I honestly don't give a fuck. Dislike this video because I said, oh, I have a problem with Stranger Things. It might be a total kind of an overhyped show. Maybe, possibly. Don't like what I said. I made fun of your religion. Dislike it. Stranger Things is a religion now? Yeah, I get it. Dislike it. I love all the kids, but dislike the shit right now. Matter of fact, I hope this video has way more dislikes than it has likes.
No.
I hope this video has a 99 to 1 ratio of dislikes to likes for this video. That's how much I don't give a fuck about what. Honestly, even if you agree with everything I just said, dislike this video. That's how confident I am in what I said right now. Dislike this video. You think if you haven't even seen Stranger Things and you're like, I don't know, I don't care, dislike it.
What? No, guys, please. It's too late. You're gonna keep this in.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping it in. Dislike this video.
God damn it.
I don't give. So what? Our SEO is gonna get affected?
Yes.
Oh, what? Oh, we're gonna be a part of the algorithm?
Yes, we're gonna.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, honestly, go ahead and unsubscribe, dude.
We don't have a guest. Oh, we do have a guest today.
We do have a. What are you talking about? We don't have a guest. We booked. Shut up. We have a great guest on today, guys. We have a good friend of ours, and he's also a YouTube. One of the second generation of pioneers. And he's just a funny guy. He
is, man.
He's lovable, cute, tiny little boy. You just want to pick him up.
So small, so short. That guy needs to...
Yeah, you want to put him in a bathtub. Not in the bathtub, but in the sink. You know how you give babies baths in the sink? You want to fill up the sink and you want to put him in.
And this is the guest that you do it to, you know?
This is the guest that's coming up. That is the guy that I want to put into a tiny little kitchen sink and just give him a little bath.
Just slap his tush.
Slap his tush, you know? Tickle him a little bit, you know? Just pinch his cheeks. Wait, before we begin, what were you saying about Wahlid's fit?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was just looking. I was like, oh, he doesn't give a fuck. He says he doesn't give a fuck. I looked at his shoes. I'm like, oh, he doesn't give a fuck shoes. And you said don't make fun of me. I wouldn't have made fun of them, but you just don't give a fuck.
I mean, I give kind of like a fuck, but like...
Yeah, he has I don't give a fuck shoes on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I do.
I don't give a fuck. Those pants are, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck fit.
Oh, jeez.
But it's not bad. It's like
every
a thing,
episode I've been made fun of, but you know what? Today,
but I'm not making fun of it.
Oh, today's the day you're gonna stand up to a giant.
I was gonna say there's
giant who will fold you in half.
There's an element of respectability to the I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. Some people will respect like you do. Okay, so you're
like
fucking up. Well, then you're fucking up.
All right, just two boys, guys. Welcome. We have Harley.
A YouTube giant. A giant in general.
Just a giant in general. Half man, half Mormon. And
Mormon?
he's Mormon. Half man, half Mormon, right?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, by the way.
Yo, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming, man.
It was sick. I honestly don't want to look at it, but you both have a document that says Harley M on it. I'm like, it's like I looked at it now. It's like you wrote a document about me. And shared it amongst each other.
Yeah.
It's a Google Drive doc. Yeah, we share. We go back and forth. Find things about you. Yeah.
We find fun facts about you. Tap them up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like one fun fact.
Not for the show or anything.
Oh, I was gonna say, I guess we'll see about that.
No. We're gonna have a trivia night. We have a trivia night after
the episode.
Of course. And we get collect trivia about you throughout the show.
And we're the ones writing the trivia.
It's not even a joke. It sounds like a great night.
Yeah, this isn't stuff like questions or anything. This is just us taking notes.
That's just your Harley file. Your Harley archive.
For the trivia night.
For the trivia night.
You have a personal Harley archive.
You can come if you want.
No. The guys can't come. What the fuck?
I wanted to come. I would love to come.
No.
You should try it with me there presently.
Oh, you know what? We might get him as a judge.
Who better to judge Harley trivia night than Harley, the guy from the titular guy?
Yeah, the guy that
is in the name of the show. Yeah.
Why are you guys both looking at me? You guys are having your own conversation.
I'm just looking at your. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you guys. I'll beat this guy's ass.
He did. I was actually standing outside and I was like waiting for him. And I felt someone come. What's up, pussy? And I turned around and I was like, Wahlid.
Why don't you smash his face? I would love. Oh my god, I would love to see you guys fight.
It's so funny because like when I'm around like big guys like Harley or Jay, I get so like I'll be like, yo, what's up, man? I'll start fucking.
He does this at Jay all the time. And I'm like, why hasn't Jay kicked his ass yet? If I was Jay, I know why. It's
because there's like.
Please, yes.
I can't play wrestle with Wahlid because it's 0 or kill. And that's probably the same thing with Jay is like you take the punch, it's like okay, but like if I play back, then you're dead. And I'm like I killed Wahlid and it wasn't worth it.
So if it's a guy like me, you could be like, yeah, it'd be like I could hurt him.
Yeah, we could like slap around and stuff, But
you'd probably injure me. But I wouldn't.
No, you'd be good. Wahlid looks like you bruise like a peach.
I'm 0 or injured. You're 0 or kill.
I feel like before you shower, when you get home, you take your pants off and you have bruises on your thighs, and you're like, "Where did I get these?"
I do have one over here. Don't look at. So how the fuck were you a teacher?
I know, right?
If you're
for people that don't know. For people that don't know, I feel like everybody knows though.
Maybe. There's new people now.
Before you did YouTube,
yeah.
How'd you start off YouTube? No, before you did YouTube, you were a teacher. Hey, who the fuck let you be a teacher?
Who said yes to him being a teacher?
What school? What low income school did you go to get the job?
Who trusts this guy? I'm really good at pretending like I could be trusted.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I nailed it. I really nailed it. I went to school for like 4 years and be like, yeah, I love this. I'd be so good at this. And then I did it. And like even one class, like the kids came in and I was like, I got a TV for us today. So how big is that? We're going to watch E.T. And like we literally watched E.T. Yeah, we literally watched E.T. And they were like, Harley, you're like, this is a joke. And I was
they called you Harley?
No, Mr. Harley.
Mr. Harley.
They call you Mr. in your first name?
Yeah, I was that teacher too. You know, you never had like a Mr. Cool? Joey?
Yeah, no.
Mr. Joey's the best. He gave me a lift home from school. I never gave anyone a lift home from school. I don't have that look. I'm not that person. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would never be alone with a student or anything like that. Like whenever a kid got detention.
Yeah.
Like if Wahlid was acting up, I'd be like, Wahlid, you're staying after class. JASMEET, you're staying to confirm that I never touched him or anything of the sort. And like it was always like that. That's how it
that's good though.
So you made a kid stay just to keep witness.
Yeah, every kid that had to stay, another kid would have to stay to witness.
Because I don't even do anything.
I'm a good kid.
Like,
that was always that kid. That was always that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, so get mad at your friend. Tell him he's holding you back. He's embarrassing you. Maybe find new friends.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are only 14. You'll see when you're 25 years old, you're not going to be friends with any of these people. Look around you. Wow. None of these people will be your friends. Mm-hmm. I'm with JASMEET right now. I'm with Wahlid. I don't see any of their high school friends with them. So
I don't. I had a birthday party and invited 2 of my high school friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, hey, it was great, and I'm probably never going to see them again.
Yeah, exactly.
For like another 2 years.
That's how it is. It's like that happens. 25 years old, it's like, boom, you lose everyone. Why did I say that? Oh, yeah, because I told that kid that the future is dark and scary, and he's going to lose everyone he cares about. And, you know, it's true.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be like a good... You would be a good...
Wait, you taught high school, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so there's a group of high school kids from my high school that stuck together, and they had babies together, and they're just like, they're the popular kids. And they're all like fat and ugly now, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, popular kids in my school did that too.
Yeah, they just suck now. Like they're all married, they're all miserable. They're all. I'm sure a couple of them are watching. I'm sorry to call you guys out, but dude, I'm so happy that I'm not you guys, and I'm so happy that my life went way better than all. It's good to like sign on Facebook, and I just search up like all the popular kids that are also dicks. And like just look at them. And be like, it's so nice to see how not.
It's messed up, and like makes you feel.
Yeah, it's totally a terrible thing to do.
Yeah,
it's not a great thing.
It's not an okay thing to do.
It's not an okay thing to log on to Facebook and look at another human being's life and be like, "Wow, I'm so happy that your life is not going as well as mine."
Well, you don't know that. They might look at yours and be like, "Look at this idiot." I wonder, like they don't know. They don't know you. Yeah, they don't know you.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh, like to them, they might like as far as they could be concerned, Vine died and you died. And they're like, what does he do now anyways? Vine doesn't even exist.
Are you talking about me?
Everyone. They say that about me. People look at me and they'll be like I'm sure I have friends like or people that, you know, from the area that may have disliked me and they'd be like, see Epic Mealtime? The views suck. What's Harley do now? Suck dick for money? Do you guys say suck dick on this? Can I say that?
Yeah,
you can say whatever you want, man.
We suck actual dick on this.
Okay.
Just two guys.
Hey, just two guys.
What do you think's happening under this table? That's
when
why
is
we
the
don't have a
sucking?
shot. Well, there's no shot under the table, so we're just gonna assume.
Imagine that. Hold on, if that was a podcast.
Yeah.
Where you guys got blown while you podcasted. It's never shown. The cameras
wow,
are at this
that's
height.
a great.
And so the whole time you're like,
that's a great idea for like a.
We could have already been doing this entire time, and people wouldn't know.
This is the pitch to Pornhub right now.
Wow.
They're buying content. They're buying content.
I'll send this specific clip to them and see what they say.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. So who made me a teacher? I went to school for 5 years, McGill University. And McGill.
Where's that?
In Montreal.
Yeah, I know that.
And it was, I really disliked school.
So you disliked school? Were you one of those guys that like, you was like, I don't know what to do with my life, I'm just going to be a teacher?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, you know what? I could probably be all right at
How long ago was this? What was the date?
This was 2004.
So,
2005.
oh God. So how old are those kids now? Like 30?
Oh, the kids, no, when I taught, the kids that I taught, my first time teaching, I was 23, so it's like 9 years later. So the oldest kid would have been 18 years old, so now they're 27.
Wow.
Like I could marry them and it wouldn't be weird.
I was just 27 3 days ago.
That's so wild.
He could have been your teacher.
You could have been my teacher.
I could have been your teacher. I was a teacher early on, like quickly, young.
Oh, you were those guys.
I was substituting at like 23.
Oh, so you totally could have been a
like,
teacher.
yeah, I would like go to a club and like see a student. They'd be like, "Yo, Mr. Harley, what are you doing out?" Or in I don't know if they do this in Ontario, but they do this in Quebec. They call you sir.
Yeah.
Yo, sir, what are you doing out at the club?
Yeah.
And I'm like, looking to get my dick sucked, dog. What are you doing? You got school on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm substituting. I'm not even gonna be there. So what are you doing out? Maybe I should let them know that this is what you do instead of your homework.
Damn. Jesus.
The conversation didn't go quite like that, but it was like, yo, sir, what are you doing out? And I was like, I'm a real human being.
Like, yo, I'm 23, which is not even old. That's
I'm like, why do you even listen to me?
I'm 23. Yo, imagine me as a teacher.
As a teacher? Oh, God.
You're 23.
Yeah.
But like, imagine not as a teacher, imagine if he tried his best legitimately to pretend he was a teacher.
Yeah, I was.
He could pull it off, right? You'd pull it off.
Yeah, I feel like.
You know?
I feel like he would be so lenient with the kids that no one would take him seriously.
I would, because I'd be one of the kids.
Like, his desk would be with the kids. He'd be in the middle of the classroom with all the other kids.
Who wants cookies?
Facing the blackboard. That's his desk.
Today's homework, who can eat the fastest cookie?
Yeah!
I did end up on ratemyteacher.com.
Oh, please tell me how those ratings were.
Yeah, the ratings, some of them were like before Epic Mealtime, the ratings were like, yeah, he's pretty chill. Didn't learn much though, but lots of jokes. He likes watching movies in class.
We watched E.T. like 16 times. Yeah. It was pretty weird. But
the first 2 times, great, yeah, but
after 10, there's no notes we had to take, no book report.
They did have to do a report
about E.T. And did you read them?
Yeah, we had to do 16 book reports about E.T.
I based everything on did they do it yes or no, and then on I would look for a couple big words in the handwriting, and then just, grade it on that.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really wild. Like grading papers as a teacher.
Is it boring?
Forget that it's boring because you could just be like, okay, sure. Because really, who's going to debate you if something is a 98% or a 73%?
Right.
Like as the teacher at the end of the day, like you could literally, like I looked at it and I was like, when I was teaching, I'm like, I'm young. I don't hate my life yet. I don't mind these kids. I think they're funny and I have enough patience to find it funny. And, I want to do lots of things. But I looked at the job and I was like, man, as a teacher, if I hated any of these kids whatsoever, I could fuck this shit up easily. And who's going to come and debate and be like, how did you give my son this grade when he should get that,
Yeah, because
I had one rule. I will almost guarantee that you will pass my class if you showed up. If you came and you tried. If you didn't try, then we'll just leave it up to the tests, whatever. But like if a kid got 58%, but he came to class every time, I'd be like, listen to me, Bob, this shit is never going to be useful in the future. So I got your back. I'm going to pass you.
Is there a kid that you hated? Like you like?
No, because the kids that I hated were the kids that I were in high school, and it was my karma.
Oh wow!
Like the kids where I'd be like, all right, guys, sit down. And they'd be like, Sibba, oh my God, he said Sibba. He's such an idiot. He can't even talk. Our teacher. And they're all like, they're laughing. And I'd be like, okay, stop. Listen, stop. That's not funny. Everyone here is laughing. And I'd be like, I am close enough to your age to tell you right now that what you're saying is not funny and it's not a disconnect in our age. You're genuinely unfunny. Look around. Everyone here who is not your boy is not laughing. Only your boys are laughing. At 25 years old, your boys stop laughing at your jokes. They stop pushing it. Even earlier, I'm like, this is a high school gig, bro. This is high school that they're laughing at your unfunny shit.
Oh, God.
He's like, he wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
I went in. I was like, you don't think I know funny? I'm like, outside of school, you may not believe this. I'm a very funny guy. I'm funny.
Yo, tell us a joke then.
And I'd be like, exactly. That's what was another thing. I could tell you can never argue with them in high school.
Yeah.
You argue with kids or anyone that's in school as the teacher, it goes one way and one way only. If you respond with sarcasm, they take it literal and use it. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, can I just I could rip up my books? Or I'd be like, yeah, you could rip up your book. Then they'll rip it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you said I could. And I'm like, I was sarcastic. And then when it comes to assessing that scenario, it's like, well, you can't be sarcastic with the kid because you tell them that and they're like, how am I supposed to know? The kid can always play the idiot card when they get there. And then let's say you go back and forth and you're getting, and they like say this and it's so dumb. You're like, that's so dumb. And it goes back and forth and you're like, that's really dumb. Okay. You don't get it because that's really dumb. And they're like, whoa, look at you getting so mad arguing with a kid.
Yeah.
There's no way you win. You can never argue, never debate. But that moment right there with that kid when he did make his shitty joke, I remember it specifically, and I was like, that's not funny. Okay, I know funny. None of the girls are laughing. They're embarrassed. Your friends are laughing because they're your boys. But really, if they were really your boys, they would help you on your timing or your comedic choices. And maybe you guys can pool together and do something at a better time.
Maybe start a comedy troupe after school.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
put some shit together.
Do some improv. Yes and. Do yes and.
Instead, slap a bunch of burgers and bacon together.
Yeah, who knows? Might pop off. Instead, you got this garbage bit that you're doing in the middle of class. It's not working for you.
Yo, was there a kid? I feel like if I was a teacher, I would keep an eye out for like that super quiet kid that was a genius and be like, yo, this guy's gonna become big or girl, and like
put him under your wing.
Put them under my wing. So just when they become a billionaire, it was like, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Teacher JASMEET, man, you were my A1, man.
Teacher JASMEET, you're the best guy. I want to give you money for making me strong. Like it just instilled them with confidence. Was there that kid in class? You're like, yo, this is.
I actively made it a point to never put a child under my wing because I always thought like a grown man with a child under his wing was weird. I'm like, is that kid under your wing, or do you have some fucked up intentions, bro?
Yeah, it is weird.
Like you really need a child under your wing.
Yeah, I understand being
go
a
make your
model.
own.
I mean, there's instances where that's not the case. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's had so many children in his wings.
Wait, let's black and white this. Oh, that was a pun, not on purpose. You think he touched kids or something?
I don't think he touched kids.
Me neither. I don't think he touched kids.
I
think he did really inappropriate things you should never do with kids. Yeah. I don't think he ever did. I think he was
I think mentally he was also a kid. He's just living his childhood because he never had one properly. So I think he was just.
Yeah, this was like the hardest pivot of all time, by the way.
Yeah, so teaching, helping children. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you think he did it?
Did he touch him? All right, dope, man. Okay, so then after high school, obviously you started a YouTube channel.
Yeah, during high school.
Yeah, you're one of the OGs. We also had Tim on this podcast, and I always call you guys like the OGs of YouTube.
See, that's so crazy because I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Tim to me is an OG though, because Tim did it for years before I did it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Philly D did it for years before me. Smosh did it, but like I notice I get grouped in with them often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the truth is, like I watched Philly D, Shane Dawson, Smosh, Tim DeLegato, and
Shane Dawson still making videos?
Yeah, he does. He does very well, actually.
Oh shit.
He does. He's got sick moves. I watch YouTubers moves. You know, some YouTubers, their move is like, who's the most popular YouTuber right now? I'm going to make a video about them every day this week.
Yeah.
Some people have that strategy.
Yeah.
Shane Dawson, I've noticed he connects with many up and coming YouTubers.
Right.
And like so, his fan base is always going and growing.
Yeah.
So like for example, like his 5 point something on Instagram, I assume are people that watched YouTube way back, like when I first started, and maybe don't even interact anymore. But then he's got these new ones that add into it, and like it really helps him stay relevant. He's got an excellent, I don't want to say strategy because I'm sure he's friends with these people. But like he's got like a strategy in itself, you know, that's not dependent even on doing videos about other YouTubers.
Totally.
And I like watching some YouTubers grow up. I used to watch some of his stuff way back in the day, like just to watch it, just because sometimes I'd be like, YouTubers are shit. And back in the day, Shane did content that I wasn't really down with.
Yeah.
But like as he got older, like there is some fucking gold there.
Really?
There's some gold. It's tough to go to like, you know, a YouTuber and watch their stuff, especially if you've never been a fan for years. Mm-hmm. But like you could even just browse through his Instagram and like 85% of the stuff, I think you'd be like, wow. Maybe if you've never given it a chance, you'd be like, that is very funny. That's surprisingly funny. I had that with PewDiePie like 2 years ago.
I mean, I understand the appeal for PewDiePie, like just when he was doing like random banter, I'm like, yeah, this guy understands like good timing and good like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was like, I watched that and like some of his videos, and I was like, oh yeah, so he popped on yelling and screaming at video games, but that's not the end of him, you know? Like I would hope people wouldn't think wrapping my dick in bacon is the end of me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What that was.
But like that's why I think see, I don't know, like I don't know too much about YouTubers, but like I know that there's versatile YouTubers, right? And I feel like you're one of those guys that's like a versatile YouTuber.
Yeah,
like,
I watched you growing up, so that was like, this is pretty crazy to see right now, man. I used to be a little boy.
Yeah, man.
YouTube.com after.
Mommy, can I have some milk?
You porn.
6-year-old after you porn, yeah. You guys did Epic Mealtime, right? You guys are still doing Epic Mealtime. You created this huge empire dynasty, but I feel like that's not like you're so much more versatile where like you can do other things as well, like series, bigger things.
I always aspire to do other things outside the food space, but like I'm happy with the space that I created. I look at some YouTubers exist where they commit to a character and they're that character and that's like everything they do, and I'm like, wow. I'm happy that's not my channel.
I think it's so important to be versatile because I think that's why like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams example went crazy a little bit because they had to like put on this mask every single day and be just like like Jim Carrey had to be like this all the time, and
that was
Robin
a great
Williams
Jim Carrey impression, by the way.
Right? Yeah.
I need the impressions.
I watched Ace Ventura twice.
That was your Jim Carrey impression? How dare you disrespect him?
That's my Jim Carrey impression. And this is my Robin Williams impression.
These are Chris Farley impressions, by the way.
Yeah, these are all
Chris Farley. That's Ace Ventura too. Yeah.
Anyways, so that's in that world, but I feel like we're in a space now where you can be so much more versatile. You don't have to like put on a mask all the time.
Yeah, like sometimes you upload to Facebook or you live stream it on Twitch. Mm-hmm. You know, like I'd be
that's not what I was talking
about.
No,
I know. I was just hey man, just 3 guys this time.
Hey, just 3 guys. But you know, the whole time before we even started recording, you kept calling it just 2 guys, but it's just 2 boys. You know that, right? We had the sign right there, but you.
Yeah, there's literally a sign right behind you that says the name.
But you've been saying just
not
2
even
guys.
Not even that. We've been saying just 2 boys throughout.
It's when you first started.
Not even that. When I asked you to be on it, I said, "Hey, do you want to be on the Just 2 Boys podcast?" Not even that. But you watched some of the podcasts today
but you,
of Just 2 Boys.
So funny.
Not even that. But there's an intro sequence that says Just 2 Boys.
I thought when it happened just now, I literally thought that was a mistake. I was like, oh, you called it Just 2 Boys. That's funny. I'm like, just 2 guys. But no, Just 2 Boys. That's a better name.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, just two boys is better.
Tubers.
We were talking about being versatile. You're versatile as well.
Yeah.
What would it be called? You diversify your portfolio.
I do.
You don't just do YouTube.
I don't.
Put yourself out there on a bunch of things.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I think I went into it like being like, even when some people call me a YouTuber, I find that kind of weird because I'm like, I think I'm a comedian that does like a bunch of shit on everything.
Okay, you get one word. Everything. What are you?
If I have to label myself
one term, you could say YouTuber or content or influencer, content creator. I don't
Social media generator profile content creator database.
What do you call yourself?
No, you first, bro.
Oh, I'm just Wahlid.
I'm buying it. What would you?
I would say a comedian.
Comedian?
Yeah.
Full-time podcast host.
Full-time podcaster. I'm a potter.
I'm a cook.
You're a chef.
Yeah,
you're a chef.
No. I had this like thought for a while, like I don't like being an influencer. I don't like being a YouTuber. I remember at one point someone on YouTube was just like, Viners will never be invited to this thing because that's not content or whatever. And I was like, you make YouTube videos. You're you're the Vine of movies.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, like you're like how could anyone ever bash another like that? So whenever people are like, oh, he's a YouTuber, I'm like, slow down. There's many things that I would do.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever website, and then there's content creator. Okay, but what is content creator? The person who writes like the blurb of a toothpaste on the box is a content creator. Right. You know, so it's so broad. And then there's influencer, and then that just puts me in the box of every girl that takes a picture with like protein powder on her ass on fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting there and I opened up my Facebook page that I made years ago, and it was literally one of the only options available at the time, and it was entertainer.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, entertainer. Yeah. I do bar mitzvahs, or I'll be on the podcast, or I'll make my video. Yeah, man.
Do they pay well?
If I don't, I would do bar mitzvahs if the price is right.
Yeah, you should charge like $15,000 per bar mitzvah.
I would probably do the first one for $10,000 if you're out there.
Yeah.
First one's $10,000.
Listen, guys, if you want to book Harley for your bar mitzvah, $10,000.
Because we have a huge Jewish audience.
You want to throw me in $15,000. You want me, Harley, and Wahlid, $15,000.
I got this.
And
I got
$3.
This is a special, one-time special. Okay, here's a special. It's actually for your bachelor party. For your bachelor party, $15,000.
Okay.
That you'll say goodbye to. You fly all three of us down, and an extra $5,000 on budget for us to plan with. We got your night.
Wow.
It'd be a good one.
What's that night gonna entail?
It's just three boys.
Fuck everybody.
It's the Just Three Boys Bachelor Special, baby.
He's have sex with every single guy.
Yeah, you gotta diversify who you fuck.
What are reviews? Wow, these guys sure fucked up.
One Yelp review, 5 stars. One.
These guys sure.
They delivered.
They delivered.
They over delivered. So you did Epic Mealtime.
I did. I do.
You still do.
I do. Yeah.
Me and Jus actually have some ideas. We just kind of want to pitch around.
That's good because it's actually a huge milestone just occurred.
Oh wow, what was that?
Last Tuesday was the season 2 premiere.
Wow, perfect.
Yeah. Season 2 premiere Epic Mealtime?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we
You're only on season 2.
Yeah, we just did season 2 premiere.
What the hell?
Yeah, I've been cutting it together. Next week I'm
gonna upload 10 years of season 1 or something.
7. But next week I'm gonna be
so every 7 years you're gonna have a new season.
No, actually we plan on in like 2 months starting season 3.
You know that's like well over probably like 50 hours of content.
Well, that's actually what I was going to say is I've been cutting it together. So for, the kind of like episode 3 of season 2, it's going to be like we've been doing season 2 of Epic Mealtime. If you want to get caught up previously on Epic Mealtime, and then we're just going to play all of our videos 700 and upload like literally like a 50-hour video. That's so just funny. Like that's previously hilarious. On season 1 of Epic Mealtime. It's going to be like 7 years of video, literally. Just play it through. What's the longest? You could upload 100 hours on YouTube, right? I think I've seen someone just things like slap themselves for 100 hours.
You should just narrate the entire thing.
Yeah, director's commentary.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
You should make a director's commentary of every single episode.
Of every single episode.
No, he would go crazy, and you can't stop watching.
I can do it live. Yeah, do it live. 50 hours straight. Yeah.
You can't use the bathroom. You can't.
No promises yet. I'm going to consider this before that happens.
We'll do it with you if you want.
Yeah, I do.
We'll do
Someone has to keep me up.
Great. We'll talk about it as if we know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
But I remember.
I remember the shoot.
You'll have reference for the date, so you know what you were doing in your life at the time. of that epic meal being filmed. So you'd be like, I was in high school
this is
at this
where
point.
my dad left me, actually. This is there right here.
This episode is very important to me.
Me and Just Me have some food ideas. We
Yeah,
want to
Oh
post.
yeah, good. He
Just-
does.
Man, I don't know if you've done this before. Burger lasagna.
Picture, wait, explain it.
All right, hear me out, man. You guys want to hire me after this? You take a tray full of burgers, right?
All right.
Throw some marinara sauce, ketchup on top.
What?
Throw another layer of burgers, right?
So hold on. How many layers of burgers are
This
you
is
talking
fucking
here?
burger lasagna, bro. We're making this epic.
Gosh. Okay.
Grate some cheese on it, mozzarella, gorgonzola, whatever you want, right?
I'm getting shivers. Like
Yeah.
my nipples are
Yes,
getting
and
hard.
then
My nipples are getting hard.
You take some bacon, slap it on top, put it in the oven for 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 minutes, pop it out, boom, burger lasagna.
That sounds like it's 30 million views in 2011. That was a good one. Give me another.
Okay.
right,
So
well,
you
that's
get all
gold.
types of deconstructed burger, right?
Yeah, so you're saying like for the bun, I'll literally have like flour and wheat and serve
wheat,
it like that?
Lettuce seeds, ground meat, not even cooked.
No, it's just an animal walking around in a pen.
On top of the lettuce and the wheat.
Yeah. Or just two pigs fucking. Let's get really deconstructed.
Intimate.
Like really, just the and then we have to wait for that, or a pregnant pig, like just waiting for that thing to pop out of the bun so we can pop it right back.
And then serve it back
The
to
baby
everyone.
pig? The baby pig?
Baby pig.
Yep.
That's what bacon's made of, right? Baby pigs.
Sometimes I think. Must be.
Delicacy bacon.
Yeah,
is
the
like
first
veal,
the
like
first
the
pig
veal.
the first pig I ever had was a baby pig. And I think it was like 10 months old.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Another idea. You make the craziest thing you've ever made. Burgers.
Right. This was one of your best. You're like so
Lettuce.
proud of it. Whatever.
Steaks, bacon, more
Yeah.
bacon, all this shit. Make a house out of it. You can live it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
something huge, epic.
Yeah?
Throw it away.
Don't even film it.
Don't even
What?
film it. Throw it away. Go to
Oh,
go to
okay.
steakhouse. Take your family.
So
Go to no wait. Let's finish. Go to steakhouse. Take your family.
Take your whole family. Your extended family as well.
extended family. Take them all to eat. Right.
Yeah.
Have a meal.
yeah.
Right. When the bill comes, don't pay. Walk out.
Run.
Yeah.
Run.
Dine and dash.
Dine and dash with your whole family.
Epic.
Run out. Get in the cars. Get in all your cars. 2, 3 cars. Big vans,
Yeah, one is a
whatever.
van. One is a van.
One big van. One
Yeah.
big Hollywood tour van. Everybody get in.
Actually
Run.
makes me think of a really
Right? Hold on. Let's
Okay, you
finish.
keep going.
All right.
I didn't know.
Restaurant owner is pissed. He's like, I know this man, Harley. Calls the cops.
Now it's a huge cop chase on the 405.
Huge cop chase on the 405. You and your family in a Hollywood tour van with cops all behind you, right? Oh God, what are you gonna do now?
Oh, my family runs too.
Oh, no,
when I
wait,
run?
wait.
My
Let's-
family runs too with
Oh
me?
yeah,
Yeah, all your boys, everyone, your family.
everybody you care
extended
about.
family.
Everybody you
Like
care about.
40
is-
people
Everybody
running
love.
out of the
40
restaurant.
people are
Yeah.
in this van with you, right? You guys are getting chased by cops, right?
Yeah.
You guys have freezers. You guys are ready. You're not ready.
Right. In those freezers, there's meatballs, right?
Meatballs.
Ready to
right?
go.
Ground beef. Throw them together. Throw them like snowballs. On the dashboards of the cars. The cop cars are
I
doing
have this
control.
with me.
Yeah.
This is with me when we've escaped onto
Don't
the
you
Hollywood
care-
Tours bus. I have meatballs with me.
Don't you carry them all the time?
In 2011, but it doesn't translate to views these
All right,
days, so
hold
I
on,
don't do
let's
it
finish.
anymore.
Alright, so you're
Continue.
driving around, whatever.
Yeah.
You throw the meatballs at the cops. The cops lose control. They flip. The car blows up.
You have a grenade launcher. Instead of grenades, you put in meat. Keep launching. All the cars.
Another cop hits like a food truck, whatever.
One gets under a wheel.
He has a banana in his
skids,
mouth.
skids, flips over. 3 cop cars. Done.
So I've killed almost 6 people, maybe?
Now you take a rocket launcher. Pack one big meat stick right in. Just jam it right in there. Aim.
No, lock in
Lock
first.
in.
Lock in. Dee, 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 dee.
Lock in. I'm fucking Harley, bitch. 17 more cop cars blown up. All
Oh,
the cop
God.
cars are dead. They're all done.
You want me to murder all these people on Epic Mealtime?
Hold on, let us finish.
All right.
Okay.
You
And
veer out of you swerve the van to a braking halt. You hop out. All of a sudden, you have a trench coat on, black. All right, you have the
He's
rocket
on the
launcher.
bazooka with
He's
you.
still- It's still locked in. You walk towards the cop car. All the cop cars. You pick up the meat.
Okay.
You take a bite. It's cooked now. You go, just how I like it. Well done.
Welcome to the jungle.
Epic meal time. Roll intro credits. It's your movie. Epic meal time. The
Epic meal
movie.
time.
Oh, so I was wondering. I'm like, that's a bit heavy for a YouTube video, but as a movie, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's the intro to your
Yeah, what do you
movie.
think?
I actually respect it. I think we should change the title of the movie, though.
Oh,
To
epic,
what?
Epic movie time.
No,
Oh,
Food, the movie.
Wow. Food Inc.
Let's go for all of it.
Food
Let's
Inc.
go for
Part
all of
2.
it. Let's go for all of it.
Okay.
All of it. Fucking, we got the budget.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah, you're in it.
I want to go for all of it.
Yeah.
Food, the movie.
What's the storyline? We just came up with the intro.
Intro,
We just
yeah.
came
Yeah,
up
no,
with
I'll
the
take
raw-
it from here, but
Oh, okay,
that's the
perfect.
intro for Food, the movie.
So how much are we getting paid?
You get 1% after the movie makes $1 billion.
Wow. That's like at least
Because we're not making any money on this podcast.
I got that vibe.
Yeah, we invested so much
Because
money.
this is here. Does the camera see this?
Oh, yeah.
They see that?
They see this, you see the wires, you see this coffee cup that nobody's drinking. It's just empty.
I was, though. I was doing that. Well, because, okay, this also. I was like, this is one of these podcasts.
Yeah,
right?
like there's wires under it, so be careful.
There's
with that.
wires running between my legs.
That
Yeah, there's
might
wires
apply.
in every single guest that comes here, and we tell the guest, please don't move your chair. Sit very still the entire
Norm
time.
Kelly unplugged it like five
Five
times.
times.
Classic.
Classic Norm Kelly
you,
move.
you gave me, before we went into pitching the best movie intro of all time ever.
Yeah.
You said something I was actually really, I thought would be a fun video that you should do, because I don't have time. What if you went for dinner with a YouTuber or an influencer,
Right.
positioned it as like a really new up and coming awesome interview show?
Yeah.
You sat down, you ordered, you filmed it,
Yeah.
interviewed, and then you went to the bathroom and you literally ditched them with the bill, with the hidden camera back, and you do it every time, and we all get to see how any YouTuber acts when
Yeah.
they get ditched with like a really, like, nothing too crazy, like, but like a $250,
Yeah,
$300 bill,
$300 bills,
where it's
yeah.
enough to be like,
Wasn't he gonna pay for this?
and then literally, and then disconnect your phone and everything, and have your hidden camera from afar film their entire I just had dinner with JASMEET for his show. No, he literally bounced. I've been
Yeah.
here for 25
Yeah, I
minutes.
didn't have
with
my
the bill.
wallet, so I just washed dishes.
Don't talk to them for a week, and then figure out where they're going to be for a week from then, and then like if they're casually grocery shopping,
No,
just
upload
be in
the
the same
video.
grocery store.
Ghost them until
We
it
should
goes
do it
up.
again.
No, ghost them until it comes up, and then ask them to share the video. Be like,
Hey, you
yo,
mind
that,
tweeting this out, bro? Like,
Wahlid, you should do this.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
I don't know if people will trust you.
Come on, I'm just like, hey,
Look at
come
his face.
on.
Look at his.
I'm so trustworthy. It's one of the scariest things. And I
So,
shouldn't be trusted.
right,
with
when I got-
anything.
when I got-
She's totally right. Both those statements are true.
By the way, after we hung out in real life that
Yeah.
time this past weekend, I got home and some other of my friends were there, and they were like, "Was Wahlid there?" And I was like, "He was." And they're like, "No way."
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want you to know, people like you.
Oh wow.
People that
Yeah,
have
he's a
met you
very
like
he's
you.
a very likable.
Yeah, it's like
But he's also, as much as he's likable, you also want to punch his face in.
what?
Yeah, I definitely like type of guy. Once you know him, you're like, "Oh, I'm not in the mood for Wahlid this early."
Exactly. You get it, man. I don't
Like,
live with the guy.
I have a guy that I work with, and his work starts at 12 p.m. because I don't want to deal with him in the morning. So his hours are 12 till longer when everyone else is in 2 hours early. Our Wahlid. That's our Wahlid. It's good,
So
eh?
speaking about,
Hey, man, can you tell us about monetization?
On YouTube?
Yeah, what's
Do you
going
have
on with that?
demonetization issues?
Not
we had
really.
one. Remember?
Oh, we had one, but it was stupid.
Epic Mealtime doesn't, but like I have other, because it's one of those like the premium ones, the premium channels. You know that they like a
Oh,
couple
you
years
guys are in
ago.
the upper tier.
Yeah, back in the day, like we got in there, you know. It's like we're like
yeah,
grandfathered
I remember
into YouTube. But like my other channels, I look at my other channels. I'm like, oh, if this was my life would be drastically affected by this because I've done the same thing, and it's like. Not only is the demonetization a thing on my other channels, but like the traction on the channels has become like an obstacle as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe it's not out there or present or no one's realizing, but even though like more people go to YouTube, I feel like maybe less time is spent on YouTube. I'm not sure what it is, but traction mixed with demonetization, mixed with like lots of people making YouTube, I'm sure it's really like majorly affects some people's lives.
Do you think it's going to have an impact on YouTube, like, within 5 years from now? Like, do you think YouTube will still be...
I feel like it does. Think about it this way. If every creator this year, which they have done, sat down and complained about the monetization on YouTube,
Right.
new up-and-coming kids that like grew up watching YouTube of now in 3 years or within the next 3 years might hear of alternatives
Right.
and be immediately interested. Was instead of when I started YouTube, even if there was alternatives, no, YouTube above all. So I think like the YouTube like image, they've affected it in the long run in the eyes of kids more than ever. So when YouTube's there and they're like, oh, okay, like, you know, maybe they lend a bit more to Jimmy Kimmel something because he's a real celebrity, and they might give less to a YouTuber in exchange for that. What they don't realize is like someone like a Casey Neistat or a PewDiePie might not get as much clout in like the Hollywood space as Jimmy Kimmel, but what they're saying and what they're doing is speaking to the future creators of YouTube. Jimmy Kimmel's not connecting with the future YouTubers. And if Casey Neistat's there being like, oh, I'm getting screwed over, Philip DeFranco's like, I'm getting screwed over, but Jimmy Kimmel's not, then like, you know, all it takes is like one other option down the line that maybe gets a little lucky and gets traction, and other people will be immediately interested in it because they grew up knowing that YouTube gives headaches. When I grew up watching YouTube, YouTube was like perfect. It was like if I watch YouTube and shit pops off, then I could be noticed, and then I could be in a movie maybe or something. That's how it was. Then people that watched me were like, whoa, I could just do my job or have a life on YouTube. And then people watch YouTube now and it's like, yo, I could do YouTube and be more famous than like some of the rappers or actors out there. And it's like YouTube is like this pinnacle point. But all it takes is something else to have that and not have the like headaches or back creators first. And maybe that's enough for the future generation to like be interested in whatever that is.
I mean, how would you feel about that if that happened?
Like if YouTube, new people up and coming.
It's just something else popped up and it was YouTube.
Like I love YouTube. I love YouTube so much. Like, I mean, if someone was like, you have to get 25 tattoos on your body. I don't want any tattoos, and I'm like, I guess I'll choose 25 things I care about immensely. Like YouTube might be one of those tattoos, you know? Like
what would be the other 24?
I got like 4 dogs,
burgers, lasagna.
4 dogs. Okay, 4 dogs. So that's
4 dogs.
21.
I would probably choose a hamburger to represent the entire foodscape of my life.
Okay, 20.
I would put I'd probably do some names, a couple names here and there.
All right, 17, 16.
Mom's name.
I'd put like exactly, something like that. I put like a family crest.
Family crest.
14.
I think I'd put maybe like a mix of all these religions or something.
Oh, like a, hey,
I'm down with
one.
everything.
Okay, so there's 2 left.
That's like
exactly. Yeah, we're gonna bang them out real quick. I'll do like something maybe just to pad the numbers, made in Canada on the bottom of my foot or something stupid, you know, just to pad the numbers.
That's actually low-key kind of sick.
I would get like something video game related, maybe on my arm.
What game?
You know? I don't know. What would be a good game? Something like maybe I'll keep it simple and do
Mass
something.
Effect 4.
Mass Effect 4, Resident Evil 2, just so random.
Yeah, something like that. And
then a butterfly on your lower back, and we're done.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need. Exactly. And YouTube, the YouTube play button.
A YouTube butterfly on your lower back.
You said YouTube butterfly, and I literally thought of like 15 to 20 YouTubers like in my head right away. I'm like, these are all such YouTube butterflies, these people.
Like a term for somebody?
Yeah, they're just such YouTube butterflies.
What kind of people fall under the YouTube butterfly?
This is so channel.
Someone who's a YouTube butterfly is like... maybe they don't have their own channel and they jump around from YouTube video to YouTube video just to get followers on their Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're like,
that's
you know,
a YouTube
butterfly. We just made that up right now.
Wow. That's actually a great term.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like one of those people that live in the Vine building or one of those guys.
Yeah,
I don't know any of their names, but you know, like, the guy that always takes his shirt off.
Always has his shirt off.
Hold on. The guy that always plays Bay. Oh, fuck. Hold on. The guy that is like kind of tanned. Oh,
they have 2 first names for a first name and a last name.
That guy that's made a video with Lele Pons. Oh fuck, hold on.
Who's your least favorite YouTuber? Who's the most least talented YouTuber?
Ooh.
I don't know. I wouldn't answer that.
Oh, tell me in my ear then.
Oh.
Harley plays. Fuck you.
Oh no, not Harley Morenstein.
Wait, what about
Harley
you? Who's your least favorite YouTuber?
Harley, the video game commentator.
Oh yeah, he sucks. He's garbage. But he's mostly on Twitch. Who's your least favorite? Doesn't need to be bad. This is important to know. This is important to know. Okay, I never comment on someone's art, and if I don't like their art, that doesn't mean I don't like them as a person. Right, I could see people's content, and I could be like, "Wow, I see that. I would never watch it. I totally respect what you're doing. I see what's going on." And I'm like, "And why the fuck do so many kids like that?"
Yeah.
So who's your least favorite?
I was gonna say Jimmy Fallon.
He's not a YouTuber.
Yeah, he kind of.
That's a scapegoat answer.
Give me whisper in my ear.
All right.
Epicmealtime. Yeah, that's pretty shit too. That's pretty. No, you're right. You're right. That's bad.
Okay, serious question because we talked about it a little before. Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Should we do it?
What do you mean should you do it? You should invest your money with a financial advisor. You should be responsible with your investments. The next time you want to go and buy a pair of shoes, put it to Bitcoin instead.
Wow.
I think if Bitcoin becomes, huge pivot by the way, if Bitcoin becomes even close to what people imagine it would be or anything of the sort, then you can just spend $10 right now and just consider that a risk for the future for your grandchildren. $10 of Bitcoin right now might be huge,
What's
huge
$10?
difference.
That's nothing. If you guys are watching this, you never know.
Everybody go buy a...
Well, what if people become millionaires because of Harley right now?
It would be in a long
20 years
time from now that they wouldn't. It would be like in a long time from now.
How long?
Yeah.
50
I heard
years?
a coin is like 10 grand right now, or am I totally tripping?
No, you're right. A coin is 10 grand. But you know how a dollar is 100 cents? A Bitcoin can be broken into 100 million increments.
That's goddamn genius.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you got like $10 of Bitcoin is like 0.0001
Is there a Bitcoin bank I
Bitcoin.
can rob, baby?
Buy 0.001 Bitcoin.
0.100 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you should put in more.
Okay, I'll put 0.1.
You should do more than $10.
0.006.
You should put in.
Because we're in the 6.
You should put in $10,000 into Bitcoin.
Jesus Christ. I was telling Wahlid to put in $10,000.
No, you guys, so if you put in $10,000, some people believe that you should have $100,000 from that in 2020. Now, maybe we all missed the $1 billion boat that everyone's talking about, but there's still...
Do you think that's likely that'll happen?
When I first got into it, like the first time I ever saw Bitcoin, it was $450 for a Bitcoin. And that was 3 years ago, and I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. What the fuck is this? Explain this to me. I understand nothing you're saying. That sounds insane. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it was $400 for a Bitcoin, and I was like, okay, that's weird. It's too bad it's $400 because a year ago it was 40, so I guess I missed it.
Oh, no.
And then the next time I heard about it, it was $1,600, and I was like, damn, should have done that 400 because it's 1,600. Then I saw it at 4,000. I was like, okay, now I'll just be I'll be responsible. So I did it.
Yeah.
And
now it's 10.
Now it's 10. But when I got it at 4, I asked some people who are much smarter than me, and no one knows anything about Bitcoin, by the way.
Yeah.
But I was like, if Bitcoin is worth 4,000 now and it's worth 10,000 in like 5 years from now, is that a big deal? He goes, if that happens, yeah, that's a big deal and that's awesome. And now it's pretty much close to 10 right now, and that was very quick. But the biggest understanding with people is people are like, a Bitcoin's $8,000. I can't afford a Bitcoin. So buy 0.0001 of a Bitcoin. Because here's a perfect example. If you spent $10 on a Bitcoin in 2010, from my understanding, it's either $75 million today or $7.5 million today.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Yeah. And like that's fucked up.
We're fucking up, man.
Yeah.
You're not fucking up, but you will fuck up. I think your best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. Second best time is today.
Wow.
Just by a little bit. Don't definitely, and anyone watching, don't gamble important money on this. But just take a little bit.
Yeah,
and do
if
it.
you have money that you're planning to invest, look into Bitcoin as one of your options.
If you wanted to buy a house, if you wanted to look into invest in a car, don't pay attention to any of those things. Invest in Bitcoin instead.
Yeah, don't like.
But 21. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, that exist.
21 million.
There's 21 million Bitcoin only.
They won't make any more.
Yeah, and right now, they're mining them, and right now we've mined 21 million. We've mined like about 13 or 16 million.
How do you mine something that you made up?
Like on RuneScape, like you mine.
Okay, here. Hold on, I could do it a bit because I just got introduced and I found it very difficult to grasp. But these were the things that helped me grasp it at first. Okay. People used to trade services.
Yeah.
Like, if you mow my lawn, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah.
If you hunt this for me, I'll cook it for you. You know, stuff like that. So people bartered. And then eventually we got into gold. And gold is valuable. Gold is valuable because it's finite, meaning not everyone has it, and we like it. So we value it. So the richest people would have gold, and or people with money with gold. And if you had coins, whatever, they were made of gold, and gold was all about gold. And imagine at one point you have your gold that's been with you for generations, and a guy comes up to you and he's like, hey, don't know if you got the memo, but you give us that gold now, and we're going to give you paper. And you know what? The gold is great, but this paper represents the value of that gold. But you can exchange things with paper now. And now if you want to buy something at the store, you don't need to lug a wagon of gold with you. You could buy it with literally paper. You would probably be like, are you fucked in the head?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to give you gold and exchange it for paper because you're like, this is what we do now?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And I could only imagine how difficult it was to grasp that paper will now represent the gold. But at a certain point, the gold stopped being it. And from what I understand, the government decides first and foremost.
Yeah.
So the government makes those choices, whereas now Bitcoin lets us go back to like a popularity-based thing.
Right.
So if gold is literally just a rock, but we value it because it's finite and we just value it, well, we've already done this with Bitcoin. We've valued it.
Yeah.
People value it. There is a monetary value attached to it.
Yeah.
And it is finite. How finite is Bitcoin? It sounds like $8,000 is a lot, but should Bitcoin be what Bitcoin is destined to be, then every single Canadian couldn't even buy one Bitcoin for themselves. There's not enough in the world.
Right.
So if you can get your hand on one Bitcoin right now and sit on it, and then maybe one day that's extremely valuable. Like in the future, you don't buy things with Bitcoins. You're going to buy things with like 0.0001 of a Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be the currency?
That's what they want it to be. That's what like it's destined to be. And you know what? People are like, oh, we made money out of nothing, but like kind of like gold is money out of nothing.
But then where does the concept of mining come from? Like, how do you mine a Bitcoin?
So from what I understand, this mysterious fellow or organization made it's basically a block of programming,
Right.
and it's decrypted, and specific computers can mine it by crunching a code. So it's a string of like, let's say 30 letters. This is all, I'm not exactly sure everything I'm saying right here, but it's a string of letters, and you have computers putting in like A, B, A, C, and it's just crunching it, trying to decrypt it, and it's the equivalent of like literally mining it. And then when it's mined and it's out, then every person who had attempted to mine it gets their fraction of the work that they put into mining it. And then those people take them out and trade and sell or whatever.
Pickaxe and you're like,
it's pretty much it is like that.
So somebody
in a way.
So it's like one dude or group of people that planted these Bitcoin, like a set number of Bitcoin, a finite number of Bitcoin.
Yeah, this guy that like created Bitcoin.
What the hell?
Had made that.
That sounds
that
crazy.
blew my mind.
Yeah.
That's like the craziest. And if that becomes like the dictating currency, that's fucking crazy.
You know, we were like, oh, money, and then we're like gold, but like really like even gold being valuable is like, why? Just because we like gold.
Yeah.
We like it.
It's
well,
the same
with
concept,
Bitcoin,
digital.
we kind of like we like what it can offer, and there's a value to it.
All right, so before we let you leave,
let me leave.
Yeah, let you leave.
Yeah, you know.
Wally's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, obviously.
Try to
move. All right, how do you do an end card? You yourself have been working in the YouTube space.
I personally have issues with the end card, but like I know a stock like standard issue end card.
Yeah, if you could just.
Do you have a ukulele instrumental that you can send us that we could probably lay out on the back?
Yeah, I'll send
fat ukulele.
I'll send one of those.
Right.
One I did myself
But
personally.
like, what's any good ways to sign off? Because me have been having some trouble. With
I'll be like I'll be one of you guys. Okay, I'm one of you guys.
All right.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show, Harley. Guys, you could check Harley out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Harley Morenstein. Harley Plays on Instagram. Epic Mealtime, obviously, every Tuesday. Go check them out. Also, we went pretty deep into Bitcoin talk and stuff like that, which is pretty spooky for a bunch of you guys. So let us know in the comments section what you think about Bitcoin. Are you going to buy any, or are you excited about it? Does it sound insane to you? And make sure you subscribe. We got new episodes every week. If you value Just Two Boys, then make sure you hit that like button and tell your friends. And until then, just do you.
Whoa!
I didn't know where I was going. I started talking. I was like, is this going to come together? Dude, I was talking. I was literally like, please don't say something racist. Please don't say something racist. Please don't. And I did it.
Especially because we're racist and you were playing us.
Yeah. I thought. That was sick.
Wow.
Committed to the character.
I was you.